Welcome back, guys. I'm Timmy and this is Planetbase, and you join me in exciting times as our first new colonist just touched down and he is running away. Don't you run from me. Mohammed Holloway, an engineer. Awesome. Not sure I really wanted an engineer, but anyway. Oh, and we have reached self-sufficiency thanks to Mr. Workerbot, who is about to break down. But anyways, and we're starting to load already. So awesome. So if you watched the last episode, you will know that we are just starting out, full of confidence, full of vim and vigor, and ready for success. And the plan eventually for this colony is to build a super farm, where we're going to have tons of farms producing all the food in the world, supplying the whole galaxy, and making us rich in the process, so that we don't have to bother making anything else because we'll just buy it all from traders. Genius, I know you say. Genius, I know. Apologies, my throat's a little bit croaky today, so I'm doing my best to work with that, but I haven't had much time to record since I kind of started doing this, and I really wanted to do something, so I thought, what the hell, who needs sleep? Let's do some recording. And I decided to do Planetbase, so right, so we just hit self-sufficiency. I saw the icon come up as we were talking, or as I was talking. Maybe you're talking as well, who knows, but we are self-sufficient, but I never, as I said in the last episode, feel particularly self-sufficient until I have spare production. So we're going to get to that right now. And for that we need a factory. It's good because we've got our new engineer. We're not going to make him walk all the way over there. We're going to put this right next to this so they can dump it in. Okay, so while people are working, oh, they're finally making the lab. We only have one thing left. Oof, I've expanded quickly. Well, that's fine. Hopefully we'll get some more people in, and then we'll actually be able to work with them. Someone working in there. Awesome. How are the farms doing? Expanded capacity, and they seem to be keeping up more or less. I should probably build a medicine plant. Just the one. Unless I already have one. Do I already have one? Yes I do. That's a medicine plant, isn't it? Then I don't need to bother. Oh, but apparently I'm going to anyway. No, I don't want to do that actually. I need the plastic. I need everything. Okay, so food. We got 20 meals. That's around what we we had 22 maybe? I don't know, but we still got a few meals. We're not going to die. We've only got 8 colonists, so that'll keep them going for a day or two. What are you broken drone doing? Hiding drone? Robot thing, whatever. So with the super farm idea, there's a few sort of considerations I'm going to need to bring into play. As I've kind of said, and as you can see, I can't just instantly start making farms and nothing but farms, because I'll die before I get enough food together or enough traders to actually do anything with them. What do you got? Super extractor. Oh, it's only 200. Curious. This would be a very reckless move. So we're gonna be good. We're gonna be sensible. As much as it would have been nice to have that, I would have probably died before I'd ever actually build it, so it's kind of pointless in that regard. Ooh, we're building up an ore supply. Someone fix that robot yet? Oh, they're fixing him as we speak. There's a man hidden inside the machine fixing him. So yeah, so what did I want to put? Oh no, I'm not even in the right screen, Tim. This one. There we go. Gonna have another one of these because we're starting to get some more. Yeah, so I can't just build the farm straight away. It just won't work. And even when I get to the point where I kind of feel like I can keep pushing the food side of things and buying the stuff in I need to, say, build more power, water, whatever it is I need, I'm still gonna have to think about certain things. So the main one being that I need carriers. I need people who can carry stuff, because if I don't have people that can carry stuff, it's going to take forever to get all of this stuff to the trader, and I'm just going to end up just dying. I just won't be able to do it fast enough, and we will just run out of stuff. So I'm gonna fix that 2 ways. I'm gonna have the try and design it in such a way that, you know, I have sort of farms. I'm kind of thinking like if I had like 2 rows of farms, maybe like this, with like big storage, and then the stuff in the middle with airlocks coming out of the storage. Yeah, that would keep everything close and make shipping stuff out real fast. And then I could probably have like a couple of big labs on the end of each storage. So yeah, I think we're going to try and go for something like that. So like 5 farms, 6 farms each side. So this is probably wide enough to do that. Starbase and thing in the middle. So that's what we're going to aim for. So for now we're going to keep sort of snaking our way this way to try and actually get into an area we can use. Because look where we started. Either side of me, giant areas. Well, I mean, that's not quite that giant, but it's still bigger than that little arsehole that I fell into. I mean, look at this one. If I remember, I can actually rotate. Yeah, look at the size of it. Look at it going over there and over there. I mean, colonize a whole planet from here. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Right, so we got our lab. Right, so we're going to stick some in this. And I'm going to think we're going to start seeing meat just flowing out of here. Because this stuff seems to produce faster. We'll start with 4. I don't want to get too crazy. And we are going to put one of these in because, again, I don't really feel like you're self-sufficient until you've got one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably going to need more bioplastic. Why is there stuff here and no one's doing anything with it? What are you waiting for? Stuff. You haven't got anything to build, have you? Because we haven't got any stuff. And again, forgetting the speeding up stuff. Let's do that, shall we? Look at that. Now something might actually happen in this game. We're already God knows how far into the game, but who knows. I will start another timer because that way I'm not here till 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever it might end up being, and then realise I've only done one massively long episode which no one in their right mind would actually ever sit through. So I'm going to keep these episodes to about 30 minutes, I think. That kind of works quite well. So, ooh, I know what we'll do while we're waiting for things to be produced. Is we'll pause it, shall we? No, we're going to delve into the charts. So where we do, ooh, food is growing, meat is non-existent, meals are steadily declining, but these 2 things should fix that. Let's add it close. Power storage, so we're maxing out. So we are maxing out the power storage. It's kind of too early to see. Is that as far down as we got? That's pretty good. Water. We don't have any storage. Power balance. Fine. O2 balance. Don't really know. Okay, so we're going good. We have graphs. Who doesn't like a graph? So this is the one I wanted to look at though. Enough oxygen for 20 people, but because we're snaking out like this, I am going to build another oxygen generator very quickly. He says very quickly, he has no resources, but right, we've got enough, we've got tons of ore now, so let's prioritise. Oh, I've already prioritised that. Why is there no one working in here? Where are my workers and what are they doing? Oh, they were in the mine. I think we need more workers. See, this is what I mean. I want to end up with, you know, a lot of biologists. Yeah, 5 biologists, that's enough. Yeah, I want to, like, eventually I want to be at a point where I'm going to be like 70% biologists. Yeah, maybe not, maybe 65, I don't know. But, you know, high numbers, you know. So they're doing all the work and it's just biologists and I don't need to worry about balancing every bloody item or every person I need. But I can't just do that now, because we need to build, and you need engineers to build. I'll still need engineers when I'm doing the farm to fix everything, but, you know, maybe less once we sort of finish building the mega farm. So, but for now, it's not all about the biologists. Oh, I'm sorry, did you not want to trade? I guess you've been sat there too long. Ooh, they built the medical station. That's a good thing. It sure is, right. So, should I build a mine here? I have 9 ore. If I destroy this mine now... Ooh, power. How are we doing on power? Let's have another look at the charts, because now we've got another day to look at. We're not using that much power at the moment. Gotta be careful, because some things use a lot more power. So that only uses 5, 4.5. The starport uses 33, which I don't really say free very well, so that's really awkward for me. But yeah, it uses 2 of the 3s, and that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot, you know. HFC kind of pointed it out, and it was like, HFC Gaming, by the way, the YouTuber that I mentioned in the last episode. If you didn't see that, if you did, then great. If you didn't, go check out HFC Gaming. He's awesome. Anyway, what does this do? I mean, it kind of glows, but there's no antenna. Oh, look. Oh, it flashes. It's got to be worth a lot of power. So yeah, and the starport doesn't do anything more than that. Just bigger. Light bulbs. Ruining the environment. We have metal. Metal is being produced. Ooh, oh, we got loads of power. We did have wind though. See, that's the problem with having kind of a dual system. You think, I'm awesome. Then you get a couple of days where there's no wind. And yeah, and you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed. I just remembered there are eclipses on this planet. Is that in this game? I've been messing around with RimWorld, which is another series I'm going to be recording soon. And I'm so sure. For a second, and I was certain that RimWorld was the one with eclipses. Now I'm not sure if RimWorld has eclipses in, or this one has eclipses in. I'm pretty sure RimWorld does. I'm pretty sure of that, but I don't know about this one. Oh, they're building the meat people. Meat people? Meat machines. Let's go to this. Ooh, we need water. Water. It's going to be awkward because I don't have any metal. Oh, we have 5 metal. It's over here though. 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 there. Ooh, and they're rushing across. Go. Oh yeah, that's good. I thought they were going to go back that way. I realised that's the only airlock still. Yeah, I want to move the mine over here, but let's do the water first. They are busy processing now. Oop. Oh yeah, so we have a little bit of plastic. I'm such an arsehole, I always skimp on entertainment. So let's get that in a little nook. Nope. And put it here. And you can have a pot plant. I have no freaking plastic, but you can have it anyway, because I know how important it is to you to have your pot plants to stand and stare at. Just put that where I could have put a meal machine, but whatever. One meal maker will do for now. Are we making everything? We're making beef, chicken, pork. Yeah, I can live with that. Ooh, we've already got 2 meats in there. Ooh, so food is starting to build up, so... I'm gonna say I'm gonna start actually. Okay, sandstorm. What does that do? Sandstorm. Where are you going? Oh, you don't need anything. Oh, you're gonna make it. Sandstorm hurts things, I think. It's not like the solar eclipse, which just murders everyone instantly. But I believe it will damage. These things. Quick, go inside. Find a job inside. There's stuff to construct in there. Go do that. Yeah, see? I was even waiting for you. Oh, I know you're all miserable. Comes from being miserable people. Right, is everyone inside? Miners aren't in there. Come on, drone. Where are you going? Idle, there we go. Come on, inside. I unfortunately don't have the security room as present, so let's shut that down. So I can't just tell everyone to stay inside, so I've got to do it manually. So stay inside, process the ore, process the plastic. We've got a little bit of raw starch sitting around, and they are keeping up quite nicely. Both of these, so we have. Oh, we have two, and that's already done. Oh, it's this one here, isn't it? Does that need 2 bioplastic? Okay, well, we're just going to let them do their thing for a minute. Still have 4 metal. I think I'm going to stick another bioplastic processor in here. Just because. Why it's not? Because I have a metal somewhere. Oh, it's probably in here, isn't it? Or in one of these. I know it just made another one, so awesome. Oh, open the airlock. Free again. Right, so we got more water, so hopefully we're not going to die. That is rammed full. Let's have a look at our charts for that. Still maxing out, starting to get a little bit lower. We'll see how we do tonight. That's slowing down. We're good. To max speed again. You're unhappy? Go and look at. We'll go and look at the plants. The plants are there. The TV screen will be there soon. Is a robot looking at that? It's just a carrier bot. Oh, are you making stuff? I'm using bioplastic, but is that the first one you made? Because what have you been doing? It's a bit of a waiting game right now, really. I want this to get finished. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Food's not strong enough to think about selling stuff yet. Nice to maybe buy some metal. A little bit of a boost, but 40%'s not bad. What's this? Driller. Drillers are nice. Value 160 for constructor bot? I thought they were 140. 224. Can I get anywhere near that? I don't really need 10 of those, but I don't really want to get rid of any more than 5. And I certainly don't want to get rid of any of them. I can get rid of them, I guess. Can I do the rest with this? Oh, I can. It's a risk. What, a meal's only worth 5? A meal's cost... Okay, we're going to come back to another flaw in my plan here. But we're going to do it, we're going to do it. Can I have 1 coin or are you going to stiff me? No, you're not. What do we get? Driller bot, awesome. Oh, fucking hell, I'm going to have to carry all that out there. Yeah, so this is kind of another slight flaw in my trading and growing plan. The economy in this is meh. Let's just say I've pretty sure that there's a skull and crossbones flag somewhere on this boat. You kind of get gypped a bit. And the reason I'm going for food to sell, because you could say, well, hell, why food? Why not metal and plastic? You know, or just metals, you know, just loads of mines, mine it all, sell it. Well, the kind of reason is that I can't click on that metal requires obviously for you to mine it and then process it and then sell it, and it's quite a lot of resource to do that, or time to do that, and I'm pretty sure it's not actually that valuable. I should have probably checked this before rattling on about it, but anyway, there's a lot of things in this game in the selling side of it where it's kind of like it costs you a lot more in resources to make something than you can sell it for, which kind of feel is a little bit broken. You know, I think probably it's a balancing thing, and I think, you know, when they were sort of figuring out the balancing in it, they realised that, you know, if you were selling stuff for kind of, if, you know, if it's 5 for food, and like it was there, and it takes 2 food items to make something, and you get 10 or 15 for it, that you just end up with too much money too quickly. So, but yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's, where's my meal maker? Yeah, so it's 2 of them to make 1 of them, but I only get 1 of these for that. So I kind of feel like food's quite easy to produce, you know, particularly with these, and I don't know, it just kind of feels like it'd be a lot easier to do food than trying to do some kind of processed resources. The other side of it is that if I'm doing food and no one turns up for a while to sell me stuff that I need, you know, it's likely I'll survive. I just won't be able to build as much or whatever. If I'm selling metal and no one turns up with the food I need to buy, everyone's going to die. So I like having food, you know. So it's a rule I have in real life, you know. Have food, generally better off than not having food. So, sage words, take from them what you will. Right, so where are we at? Where are we at right now? Sorry, my voice is all over the place. It's now getting really late, so this will certainly be my last episode, but I kind of enjoyed doing the first one, so I wanted to jump straight onto the next one while I was still sort of in the flow / delirious. So, storage, we should probably get some storage. I love storage. Again, I love seeing all the stuff piled up in there, but it kind of feels like a bit of a luxury in some ways. So we're not going to encroach too much into my area that I want to build my mega farm, which I think is going to be this area. How big are these in there? Yeah. You know what? It might be a bit tight. I don't know. So we're going to sort of come down this way a bit. We'll stick a dorm in there. Yeah, see, my last base I showed off a little bit on the first episode. What are you? Who are your trader? 10, 25. See, these aren't too bad, but I mean, it's still, you know, whatever it is, it's 10. It's 10 for one of them, and is it 15 for bioplastic? I think it's 15 for bioplastic. So you don't make anything from doing that. So you're just using the time it takes to actually turn the starch into bioplastic, then these 2 into medical supplies, and then selling it. So it just doesn't make any sense. Not in my eyes, anyway. What is your 50%? For now, we're going to leave it. In the future, I'm going to be less picky about percentages, because I just, well, that's the other thing. They stick like 65% commission sometimes on top of the fact that you're already not making anything. So, wow, you need to bring out Space Trader. You can be one of them. Just sit on your ship and make a freaking fortune. Goddamn lazy assholes. Right, we're going to put the mine over here, but then we just kind of didn't. Maybe this area would do for the mine. Joop, joop, straight in. And storage is there as well. Yeah, we're going to definitely have to get another airlock over here, because this is getting a little bit retarded coming all the way this over here. So, now I had a nightmare the other night doing this, because whatever I did, I just seemed to screw it up, and I couldn't get my mind to connect to anything, and I kept having to put my mind in stupid places. So we're gonna eventually build. I think if I do this and then yeah, that's fine. So it will let me build one there. Just wanted to check. Right, so that's gonna help speed. Oh, that's already almost. No, it still needs 2 more metal. That's gonna speed that up a bit. It's gonna speed up that. Once that's built and up and running, we're gonna get rid of this one. We'll need to. Can you connect this? Yeah. We'll need to do that connection. And that'll free us up a couple of metal. 3 to be precise. Hopefully it won't destroy that. Shouldn't do. Once it's connected there. I do think it has a problem with you disconnecting things from the base. Excuse me. I think the system relies on you having a single kind of base. It all has to be connected together. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a slower one because I'm sort of just trying to wait for things to happen, and the thing about this game is it's all about slow and steady. The thing that kills me, it's what killed me in my one I was playing last night, is you get a bit excited, you whack down a load of buildings, and suddenly no, we're okay, Scott. I was just gonna say, suddenly your power's going out and your oxygen's going out and your water's going out and everyone's dying, and that's another thing. I need to definitely build an oxygen generator ASAP. So I think we're actually going to build that this way as sort of start to extend, because what I'm going to end up with is the first thing I'm probably going to build is a big storage. I'm not going to wait for the big storage for that, but I kind of want to wait for the big farms because they're amazing. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. 2, 2, 1. Build faster. Ooh, both there. Go on. Oh, hello, engineer. Right. Awesome. So we built that out of new stuff. What are you doing? Ooh, you're going. What did we buy? I don't think we bought anything. Did I not dismiss him? I thought I did. Right, so that's working. That's connected. So we get 3, yes. Boom. Awesome. Right, next is an oxygen generator. Looks like we have 7 metal. Always go big with your oxygen. And an annoying buzzing that you might have just heard is indication that we are coming towards the end of the episode. I'm going to try and come up with an alarm that flashes because, I don't know. It's not that I think there's anything wrong with having the alarm on the video, it's just, if you can not, it would be better. Who are you? What are you? What are you? Slow down. Are you hiding? It's you. It was him, wasn't it? He was an engineer. He definitely had that clothing on even if it wasn't him. That's not happy. Upset that didn't connect. Let's give that another go. Connected there. Oop. There we go. Redundant connections are a good thing. You see it's flicking every time someone goes in there. The O2 system on this is actually quite clever. I mean, I guess it's not, but yeah, if you look at the thing, it tells you this has enough oxygen for 20 people. That's great. So you know, simpler games would just say, okay, so I have 20 people, so I have 1. Now I have 40 people, so I have 2, and now I have 60 people, so I have 3. But no, you see, this actually fills the rooms around it with oxygen, and it starts here and spreads out. So if all the power goes off and we run out of oxygen, it's not like FTL where suddenly the oxygen just goes up in every room at the same time. This will start to fill up and then it will spread out to the other rooms around it. So what's happening here is, although I don't have more, I have enough or few enough people to support with my oxygen system, it's not reaching the end of these corridors anymore. It is now because I just built another one, but that's why these were starting to drop out. And in my other base, my big base that I showed in the beginning of the first episode, that became a big problem because I had so many people moving around that they would literally starve certain areas. You know, I think I had enough oxygen, I'll check sometime, for like 500-600 people. But I was still getting oxygen out because it just wasn't really working out, and I'm going to run out of power. Let's just do that. What that's doing is it's shutting down everything except for the critical stuff, which is the oxygen. Really annoying because it means that no one will sleep. Why no one can sleep in the dark, I have no idea. They can go in there, there's obviously oxygen because the only thing operating is the oxygen. So they're all going to get tired and grumpy just like I am right now. So, there's no freaking wind. See, this is what happens. You see, I thought I was fine. I seem to have lots of power. But then you get a night or two without any wind and suddenly you're in deep doo-doo. So we're just going to wait till morning. We're going to re-enable the grid, and then we're going to call it. People are tired. Droids. Oh, the water. Does this keep the water on? Ooh, and now everything's gone down. So we might as well re-enable everything. Pressing through all the function keys again. There we go. Right, everything's on. Make sure everything's on. Yeah. So glad I got that as an oxygen generator, because that means that's a big killer in this game. Is the oxygen runs out, and then it takes so long to fill the rest of the base. People just start dying, and it all just starts cascading into failure. But before that happens, before we all die, we're going to leave it there because it's been a decent half an hour, and we're making some progress. We're starting to get towards our farm area. We've got our storage up and running and filling up nicely with food, so we can actually start selling some stuff. Maybe. No, we don't have any meals. We'll need another meal making on the next episode. In fact, we're going to do it now because I'm not going to play this again after. Well, so I'm not going to carry on after this, so I'll probably forget. Me being a slight idiot and all. So they'll get making food now, and then they'll all be happy, and we'll all be amazing. So we're going to leave it there. I've been Timmy. This has been Planetbase, and I thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next time.